Do you want to take wildlife photos with beautiful bokeh backgrounds like this? And no, you don't need some huge fancy $14,000 lens to do it. I mean, it does help, but you can do it with the camera lens you have. Let me teach you how. First and foremost, you need to set your f-stop as low as it can go so you get as much light in your lens as possible, and also so you have a shallower depth of field. So you set your f-stop or your aperture as low as it can go. If it goes to 5.6 or 2.8, take it all the way to the bottom and then come up one step more. So click all the way down and then click one step up. The next step is to be able to get close to wildlife, but safely. And I'll explain that here in just a second of how to do that. But the closer you are with a low f-stop on your lens, you can zoom in on them. And as long as you have a big open background behind them, like an open prairie, or maybe even a mountain range off in the distance, but you want to have a big open space behind them, you'll get those beautiful bokeh shots. In this diagram, you see where the photographer is close to the elk. And yes, we'll talk about how to do that safely coming up. But that allows you to be able to get those beautiful shots with the bokeh effect, or the background out of focus. Meanwhile, on the bottom of this diagram, you'll see where the photographer is a fair distance away from the wildlife. Even at a low f-stop, you're still going to get a lot of the background in focus because you're zooming in on your target. But don't always make getting the bokeh background your priority, because even wildlife in their natural environment still generate a lot of likes and clicks on your social media, and even selling the prints later down the road. So how do you get close to wildlife like bison and elk without endangering yourself? Because if you get too close, this could happen. Or this could happen. Or you won't get hurt, but this will happen. You get a citation from a park ranger, which could be in the thousands and sometimes also includes jail time. Here in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, you're allowed to be in your vehicle. So what I do is I will drive up to where I see the elk out in the field, and I'll park my truck strategically so I can lean out my window and see them, my passenger side window. And as I sit there quietly and I watch them, they'll typically wander across, passing my truck and go into the next field. Now, I don't block them, I don't turn the truck back on, I don't blow the horn, I just sit quietly like it was a blind. And as they come close, I'll roll down the window and I'll pop my lens out and I'll start taking those beautiful bokeh shots, because they're coming across a big open plain most of the time. And that is how you're able to achieve that. Where you get in trouble is when you walk up to the elk and you try to take a photo with your camera, or you try to get a selfie. Wildly dangerous, and it also could get you in a lot of trouble. All right, that's all I got. Get out there, get those shots. And by the way, if you get something that's really amazing or you have one already, share it in the comments. I'd love to see it. All right, see you, bye.